Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. Francis Xavier. Yeah, we're privileged this evening to welcome the United States Air Force. Yeah, there's like 6 different words that go in there. We're going to use the short version for welcoming them, the United States Air Force Heritage Winds Ensemble. We welcome you to Parkersburg and thank you for your service to our country. Now, are there any vets with us this evening? Well, I guess not. Yeah, we do remember them as well. Yeah, we would let everyone who is here know that should you need to take a break during the show, there are restrooms, through the back door on that side, or if you go through the side door, those right over there. And for those who are at home, or if you'd like to share this show with friends later, it will be on our St. Francis Xavier YouTube channel, so you can go back and enjoy the show even after tonight. We thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Airmen, thank you for joining us in Parkersburg, and we look forward to these amazing sounds that you're going to make for us. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. Thank you for joining us, and I'm sure we will all have a good evening. Thank you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as you are able for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out here and joining us tonight. As Father Rice said, we are your United States Air Force Heritage of America Band, Heritage Winds. Tonight, we are coming to you from Langley Air Force Base in Hampton, Virginia, just a little bit out east. And tonight, we have a very fun program for you with lots of tributes to Veterans Day, which is just around the corner from us. And we have a couple other seasonal numbers for you. So that first piece that you just heard was none other than Battle Hymn of the Republic. And that was arranged by our very own Airman First Class Patrick Lenz, who you will get to hear from later tonight. And that's going to kick off our Veterans Day tributes for us. And we have another one for you coming up here in a little bit. And this is an arrangement that I did. If we have any organists in the room, you might know this one, and you are also welcome to show us how it's done afterwards. So George Thomas Thalbenball was an organist who spent most of his life in England, and he was playing a daily service that was being broadcast on the BBC during World War II. And when the service ended a little bit earlier than expected, he began to improvise and make up music for the last couple minutes of the service. And afterwards, the BBC received a lot of calls asking what that was that they had just heard. And this prompted him to write down as much of that as he could remember. And today, his elegy for organ is used regularly in Veterans Day services, especially those involving an organ. So please enjoy my arrangement of George Thomas Thalbenball's elegy for organ.
Good evening. I am Technical Sergeant Grace Huntoon. I am originally from Columbus, Ohio, and I am in my 18th year of being an Air Force musician. So you can do the math. I'm pretty old. And my parents are in the audience this evening from Columbus, yeah. So thanks for coming. So you may notice some shifting around upstage or on stage. That's because the next two pieces of music we're going to be playing are a type of music called harmony musique. And harmony musique was a type of music written during the 18th century classical period. And it was usually for groups such as this: two oboes, two horns, two bassoons, and then eventually two clarinets. And they would be employed by aristocratic patrons for things such as parties and outdoor events. So the next two pieces we're going to do is a little sampling of harmony musique. The first one is the first movement of Mozart's Serenade for Winds in C minor. And then we'll move along to the finale from Beethoven's Octet, which will feature our wonderful horn section up here. We hope you enjoy.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Master Sergeant Kelly Longmire, and I'm originally from Durham, North Carolina. I've been in a little over 13 years now. 10 of those have been at Langley with this group. I'm also our unit's first sergeant, so I'm in charge of the morale, health, wellness, and the discipline of the unit. But my former job before that, I was the head of our publicity section. So from my publicity hat, I want to remind all of you to find us on social media. If you've got Facebook or Instagram. Sorry, I'm trying to move because I can't see everyone because they're going in front. There we go, that's better. But you can also find out where we're going to be next, and we'd love to see you there. I have the pleasure of introducing the next piece. You'll notice we've had a bit of a configuration change. This is a reed quintet by Jeff Scott called Homage to Paradise Valley. Now this piece it pays tribute to the neighborhood of Black Bottom, which is a neighborhood from the early 20th century in Detroit, Michigan. And it was very well known for its contributions to American music and jazz, big band. And so this piece is based on that. It's 4 movements, and we're going to perform 2 of them. The first is a beautiful lullaby, and it pays tribute to those who suffered from injustice. And then the second movement is a more upbeat blues, which is a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it, called Paradise Theater Jump. So please enjoy.
Hello, everyone. Can we get one more round of applause for our fabulous reed quintet, please? Yeah, let's hear one. Yeah. Thank you. All right, that last piece you heard was another one of Senior Airman Deborah Law's arrangements, Over the Garden Wall, featuring our fabulous soloist, Staff Sergeant Cynthia Ramirez. Where'd you go? Over there. There you are. Please give one more hand for Staff Sergeant. Thank you, Cynthia Ramirez. All right. I am Senior Airman Cooper Johnson. I'm one of two fabulous horn players you see before you. I'm otherwise known as the handsome, funny, and humble one. So thank you for that. The next piece you're about to hear is from a fabulous movie from Tim Burton. You might know it, The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Airman First Class Patrick Lent's arrangement, right over there. And I remember when Senior Airman Deborah Law, our music director, went up to him and asked him, hey, we want to do This Is Halloween from The Nightmare Before Christmas. As you can see before you, this is not a normal setup. This is an arrangement of instruments we have just put together because we love each other and we want to play with each other. And so when Deborah Law had asked Airman First Class Patrick Lentz, hey, we want to do This Is Halloween, we want to make it really spooky. So we want to do some really cool extended techniques for you guys. You might hear some bassoon multiphonics. Very lovely. We might hear some percussion. Let's hear it. Ooh. Then you might hear some slap tongue or some other stuff. Oh. Anyways, please keep listening out for some spooky music, and this is Halloween.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Airman First Class Patrick Lenz, and originally I'm from a small town in Wisconsin called Eastman. And well, I am very honored to be playing saxophone for you here tonight. As they said, playing saxophone is not my normal job in the United States Air Force bands. My normal job is as composer and arranger for the group, which means that I have had the opportunity to prepare some of the music that you've heard tonight. The next piece on the program, which is an arrangement of mine, is 4 Movements from Lincolnshire Posy by Percy Grainger. Lincolnshire Posy, if you don't know, each movement is based on a unique English folk melody, which is repeated throughout the movement. A lot of Grainger's contemporaries were seeking to change and modernize folk music for the concert hall, but Grainger wanted to capture the original essence of these folk melodies and provide them in a way that was perfect for the way that these folk singers might have sang it themselves. Now, Grainger and I have a couple very unique similarities. After establishing himself as a composer and as an arranger, Grainger enlisted in the United States Army as a saxophonist. I'm sure that some of you did not necessarily know that you could enlist in the military as a saxophonist or as a composer. But in fact, for any job that you can imagine in the civilian world, there is an equivalent in the military. There are over 200 career fields alone in the Air Force. So as we approach Veterans Day this year, we can all be reminded that service to our country can look a lot different from person to person. It's with this in mind that we'd like to dedicate this performance to all veterans and their families of 4 movements from Percy Grainger's Lincolnshire Posy.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you are enjoying this wonderful program put together by Senior Airman Deborah Law. A lot of the time when we are coming up with these programs, the music director will take a lot of time researching the area that we're coming to and try to really cater a program that's gonna speak to you guys. And what a wonderful community you guys have here, really, it's fascinating. How many of you guys, I'm just curious, are from West Virginia originally, your whole life here? Wow, okay, so quite a few of you. Yeah, that's really good. Let me just get stuff ready here. So the next piece on our program is a personal arrangement of mine, of A Soldier's Farewell by Charles Fernandez. So I heard this piece earlier in the year for the first time, and it really spoke to me because growing up in the 2000s, I had an older brother who served a couple of deployments in Afghanistan and Iraq as a captain of the 101st Airborne Army Corps. And during that time, before technology really had advanced to where it is today and we're able to, have Zoom and everything else to communicate with family, we only got to speak to him when he had satellite, and for a family, it was frightening, because we didn't know what was going on there. Times were just very different. So that being said, when I heard the piece, it kind of gave me a little bit of nostalgia for that time. Because during that time as well, my family played a big role in the Blue Star Moms. Is anyone familiar with the Blue Star Moms here? Or is that might be a Bay Area thing that kind of spreads a little bit further. But the Blue Star Moms was basically an organization founded on the very foundation of worried families and mothers of their troops overseas. And so we'd get together, we'd make care packages and send them to all of these deployed troops. And I know we asked earlier, and we didn't seem to have any veterans, but how many, show of hands, how many people have family members who have served, friends that have served? Right, so there's a handful. So even though we're not necessarily military members, it really takes an entire family to create a service member. So your support is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, I really would like to take a moment with Veterans Day coming up to take a moment of silence to honor those veterans who have given their lives for our country and our freedom. Thank you. In fields of valor, where courage resides, a soldier stands tall with honor as their guide. With steadfast heart, they march through the fray, defending our freedom, come what may. But now the time has come to bid farewell, to say goodbye, stories forever to tell. With heavy hearts, we gather as one to honor their service, their battles won. In uniforms adorned with pride and might, they face the darkness, fought for what's right. Through distant lands, they've carried our dreams, protecting our nation, stitching hope's seams. Their sacrifice, a beacon of light, guiding us forward through the darkness of night. With gratitude, we offer our embrace for their unwavering strength, their noble grace. Though tears may fall and sorrow may dwell, we'll cherish their stories forever to tell. For in their absence, their spirit remains a legacy of valor that forever sustains. So soldier, as you journey afar, know that you are cherished wherever you are.
Well, greetings from the horn section. I'm Technical Sergeant Helena Gianmarco. Senior Airman Cooper Johnson and I thank you for joining us this evening. Now, I'm not going to make it on these stairs, so please forgive me as I come a little bit closer to you. All right. Well, this is our favorite part of the concert because we get to thank our veterans. As active duty service members, we realize that we're standing on the shoulders of giants, and we're indebted to the service and sacrifice of those who came before us and who brought us the freedoms that we enjoy today. We're going to honor our veterans, those currently serving, as well as our family members and loved ones, and play all the service songs for you now. We're going to start with the Army, then the Marines. Any Marines in the audience? There's plenty of room in the aisles to do your push-ups. Navy, the Space Force, the Coast Guard, and last but not least, the Air Force. So, when you hear your service song being played or the service song of a family member or loved one, please stand if you're able so that we can all recognize and thank you for your service.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I am Staff Sergeant Hillary Zirkle, and I'm originally from Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Harrisburg. I've been in the Air Force for 8 years now, and just 2 weeks ago, I celebrated my 8 years of service. I'm also the non-commissioned officer in charge of this ensemble, and it has been so great playing with these fantastic musicians over the past few weeks. We have had so much fun preparing for this tour throughout West Virginia and preparing this program for you tonight. But this concert would not have been possible without our sponsor, Father Rice. Where did he go? Who is the priest here at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church. Without his support, this concert would not have been possible. It's great playing in this beautiful space. It's not often that we get to perform in a space like this, so it's been really nice. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting us. Oh, we will, for sure. So one of the great things about this job is that we get to travel up and down the East Coast and perform concerts for communities like your own, and we love interacting with the audience members. So after our performance, please come on up and introduce yourselves. We want to meet you and get to know you. And then when you're headed out the door tonight, make sure you have your phone out and the camera open on your phone. There's a board in the back near the entrance, and there's a QR code on it surrounded by pictures of us. What you want to do is scan that code, and a feedback form is going to pop up. We want to know how you heard about us, what your favorite piece was, anything you want to share, we want to know. So yeah, we have one more piece for you, and it wouldn't be a military performance without a march. So we're going to play John Philip Sousa's Transit of Venus. Have a good night.
And once again, thank you for coming, and please do come back to West Virginia. We loved what we heard tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Rise. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, good memory.
Great job. Wow, you guys are here? Oh my gosh, it's a surprise. Oh, we don't need it, we got us. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Totally. Thank you. Hi, Hillary. How are you? Amazing. Thanks.
Where's your bassoon?
Oh, just
You guys seen the Quentin Tarantino?
Oh, yes, yes.
Concert bassoon?
Yes.
I was waiting for some weird stuff to happen.
Oh, weird stuff to do. Yes, we weirded it up, for sure.
That's something you can count on with us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know, it's nice to have some friendly faces in the audience, guys. Could you hear, like, what was the balance like?
Well, I got used to it. At first, the chords were very heavy.
Oh, yeah.
At first, but
Yeah,
you guys are horn
that's
players.
good. That's good feedback.
You guys are
Like,
horn players.
we should.
Oh,
Yeah.
you expect that.
Oh, you're going to be listening as brass players.
But no,
I thought it sounded great.
It was good. The lights were one of the tempers wonderful. And we were playing a place somebody had fun with it. I love this place.
Something
Very
like
much
this.
like
But box.
And you know, the trumpet just goes forever and ever, which can be a blessing and a curse.